Hey everyone, happy Mindful Monday. So, today we're going to continue talking about relationships because so many good things are coming up, so many questions, so many concerns, so many life experiences, and I think that it's important to learn how to navigate through them. There were a variety of topics that I wanted to talk about today, and sometimes it's really hard to choose, but I think that this one is really standing out right now, so I'm going to go with this one. It is going to continue with relationships, and again, applies to your loved one, to your partner. But it can also apply to any kind of relationship, including friendships, sometimes as well as work relationships, peers, associates, you name it. I mean, every relationship, any kind of friendship is a relationship, right? So it all depends on the caliber of the relationship, the intensity, how close you are, the functionality, and all that sort of thing. But so moving on, today I wanted to talk about when things get tough in relationships. Now, the normal thing to do is to run and hide from these things, and the current culture right now sort of says, I'm gonna do me, you do you, which sounds wonderful, right? And there is a place for it. However, when you're functioning in a relationship, um, there is going to be some give and take and some compromise that happens, places where we need to bend and we need to grow and we need to adapt to one another. And so it's really important to take note of that, because none of us have arrived. None of us are at a place where we're just like the perfect and ideal mate and we just have all our ducks in a row and we just respond the right way every single time. It just doesn't happen, right? We have different values, we come from different families, we have different baggage, we have different ways of communication. Some are healthy, some are not so healthy, some are downright toxic, if we're honest with ourselves. And so it's really, really important to take that moment and be merciful towards yourself and merciful towards your partner. So, when you are practicing this kind of viewpoint, it's a lot easier to forgive yourself and to forgive your loved one when they mess up. It's also easier when you do get into a disagreement, you do get into a conflict, and you're in it, and you cannot see what's really going on because you're in the middle of it, you're immersed in your emotions are flying around feeling like a tornado. It might be triggering certain things that are linked to your past, and sometimes we're not even aware of that. We're not aware that we're overreacting to a situation because we're interpreting it as danger, when rather it's not a dangerous situation, but it just feels like something that we've been through before where we did feel unsafe. So there's so many different facets and factors. Now, this can actually impact if you're trying to get pregnant. It can impact your life on a daily basis and the quality of your relationship. So it's really important to take these things to heart and to think about them and practice self-awareness and seek help when you do feel stuck or you realize you're not connecting with your spouse, and even just in general struggling on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so those things are really, really important and to push through. So every opportunity, every sorry, let me rephrase that. Every conflict, every struggle, every disconnect is an opportunity. And I know that it sometimes doesn't seem like it in the moment because we're just upset and we're rattled. But if we process those emotions and start to ask the questions, why am I really upset? What is it that really triggered me? What are my triggers? How can I communicate what I'm feeling and what my needs are to my partner, to my loved one, to my friend, so that they are aware of how they are impacting me? Husbands and wives, listen to me. You impact each other more than you think, more than you know. I know that we are doing us, you do you and I do me, and we are powerful people, human beings on our own, but the reality of the matter is we are always weak when it comes to relationships. We're always weak. Most people that I know are like very powerful and confident, but the minute it comes to like their marriage, or their, their relationships, it's like, oh, I don't really know what to do in that situation. We all struggle with it because we all want to be loved, and we all want to be accepted, and we all want to be understood and appreciated, right? So know this: you are more powerful than you think in your relationship, and your loved one depends on your words of encouragement, your words of affirmation and acceptance, more than you think and know. So that is power. And to know that you can build each other up, you can choose to build each other up, you can choose to see a conflict, as an opportunity for growth, and grow where you need to grow, and also discover more about your loved one, discover more about them and what their needs are. And once you've pushed through those negative feelings and those yucky feelings, you can make peace with it, you can grow from it, you can learn, and your relationship will be even deeper because you're able to get through tough stuff. If we do not learn to get through tough stuff and we quit and run away, what's going to happen? We are going to end up being alone. We're going to end up being very happy and powerful on our own, but not able to connect and have a deep connection, because true relationships, strong relationships, the ones that we admire, and we look at others, we're looking at them on social media like, wow, it looks like they have an amazing relationship. If they are genuine, they took a lot of work. They took a lot of forgiveness. They took a lot of pushing through the tough stuff. They took a lot of love and choosing to love, even in those hard moments. So I leave that with you this week. Have a wonderful week. I hope that this really helps you, to fight for your loved one, fight for each other, not against each other, but for each other. Have a great week. Happy Mindful Monday again. Until next week.